altamente adictiva.
Welcome to this radio show, the best radio show ever in Spain, in the whole Madrid. Hey, we say to you, hello, Graham Sahara. By the way, you are very funny in your videos, and that's a thing that we must applaud. You are the funniest DJ ever, and we applaud you.
Thank you.
Thank you for making us happy.
Well, I'd like to make a joke here and there, keep everyone smiling.
By the way, Graham, many people got this question, and it's the first thing that I'm about to ask you. Last year, I was in Ultra Festival, and we were missing music like yours. Why? This is a question from Leonardo, Miami.
I would say because it's not the most, whilst it was, say, probably, commercial is not the right word, very popular is probably the right word. 20 years ago, with like the Head Candy sound and things like that, that funky house sound, that was massive back then. That was huge. You know, always in the charts, you think things like Spiller, Groove Jet, Lady by Mojo, things like that, Bob Sinclair. It was all so popular then. Now, everyone's got into a different sound. I think it will come back and put more of a happy, funky disco vibe. People like Disclosure have been doing a lot of things like this. It's a sound that will come back. It's just at the moment, it's working its way up there. There's other sounds that are more popular, but give it time, we'll be bringing it back. Are you coming here with me to run by my side so we can be free? Strange things do happen here, it's the time to leave. If we met at midnight at the willow tree, are you coming here with me to run by my side?
There's something special about Ibiza. Why Ibiza? Let us know. Why Graham is in Ibiza?
Well, I came here like in the 90s before it was really the big thing that it is now. Just because I was playing in the 90s and a friend of mine said I should go, or I should come here and try. And I came and just never left. I like the sunshine. It's great. It's nice and warm, unlike England.
The sunshine in Ibiza. So you were a DJ over there when nobody knows about the DJ or the clubbing life in Ibiza. So you were like a pioneer, right?
No. That would be Alfredo and people like that in the 80s. I came here in the 90s when it was popular, so to speak, but not before it exploded to the global phenomenon that it is now.
Being a DJ in Spain, this is quite different from other places.
So no, not really. I would think, well, in the mainland it's different compared to here. Here is a lot to do with tourism and selling tickets to people who are coming on holiday. In the mainland, you know, say Madrid, whilst there's tourists, it's a lot more for the people who live there. So, you know, who gets booked is different here than what is, say, in Madrid. But you know, it's a tough life for anybody, regardless of where you're DJing. You know, what city or what nationality you are. Just because there's so many people DJing these days. You know, got to keep yourself on the toes.
To be another thing, not a DJ, what would you be?
If other than a DJ?
Other than a DJ, you are not a DJ. What would you be?
Wow. Not a singer. I don't know. Maybe a chef.
A chef. So we will have a restaurant called Graham Sahara, the best chef in Ibiza. So that's an idea, man. How's playing here in some place so magical like this, the drum? It is something really magical, as it seems on the video.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, there as the sun goes down, you know, such a beautiful view. Yeah, I mean, it's magical, especially when you've got all the blue sky, not a cloud in the sky, good people around you, nice music. Yeah, it's magical. It really is.
Are you coming here with me to run by my side so we can be free? Strange things do happen here. It's the time to leave. If we met at midnight.
DJing, it's like a hobby, and then you become a pro. But when you decided to be a DJ, this was like a hobby. How was the Graham?
Yeah.
20 years ago that decided to be a DJ? How did it go?
I started going to clubs in about '94, and from there, just like the music. So then I started buying the vinyl myself because, you know, it wasn't as massively well known as it is now. So just started buying the vinyl, and then just started buying decks and just started playing myself, and then came here in '97. But I was already playing before that in around where I'm from, Birmingham, just doing it like that. So it was a hobby that's just grown into a job.
Many people say that you are not really a DJ unless you play with vinyl. What do you say about
it? It's difficult to say. I mean, technically, yes, they are a DJ, but I mean, it's a skill set, you know. Then you could say, right, if you can scratch or not, that makes you a DJ or not. At what point does it start? At what point does it finish? Difficult to say. It's all about, for me, about the music selection, putting it in the right order. I mean, that for me is important, because on the dance floor, the people who paid money to come and enjoy themselves, they can't really see if it's a vinyl or if it's an MP3. You know, it's about the music. The worst moment. I've had people spill drinks on the decks and they stop on me. That's been quite a disaster. Police raids. Nothing kills a party like a police raid.
Whoa!
What would you do? I could write a book on disasters, and also funny good times and good nights as well. Ups and downs, we've got to have them.
But you should write a book. You should write a book. This kind of things you never imagine that happens to a DJ.
DJ life is, yeah. I mean, I've had this question quite a lot from like my wife's friends for a start. You know, it's like they think, right, you go around, the glamorous life, all this. Yes, it is. It's glamorous for the couple of hours you're in the club doing the party. But say you fly around the world. Quite often, you fly around on your own. It's quite a solitary job unless you are like a David Guetta who has a team with you. Otherwise, you know, you fly on your own. You spend a lot of time on your own, which is fine. But it's not. You go somewhere. You arrive. You go to the hotel. You have food. Play to the club. Go back to the hotel and leave again. You don't. Not a holiday. You don't see a lot of the country a lot of the time. It's just very in, out, not much sleep. It's good, but it's not always as crazy as it can be. But at the same time, it's not always the same.